Hello everyone. So today we are going to solve this question number 6. Okay. So this is from the chapter number 3, consumer behavior. And in this question, we are going to deal with indifference curve and what is marginal rate of substitution. Right. So let's start. Here the question start with that. Suppose that Jones and Smith have each decided to allocate $1,000 per year to an entertainment budget in a form of hockey games and or rock concert. Okay, they both like hockey games and rock concert and will choose to continue positive quantity of both good. However, they differ substantially in their preference for these two form of entertainment. John prefer hockey games to rock concert, while Smith prefer rock concert to hockey games. Okay, so here actually they have provided the information about how they prefer over the what. Okay, and what we have to do, we have to draw a indifference set of indifference curve for Jones and a second set for Smith. So we have to draw indifference curve. Now I hope now you understand what is indifference curve, because I have already made some video on it. Okay, and if you don't, the basic definition of indifference curve is it is represent the set of bundle or set of consumption bundle that will provide a same level of utility. Okay, so if let's say these are the set of some bundle, okay, and this is some x and y, some good. Okay, so this is some commodity x and y, and this the every point show some combination of these two commodity. So this curve represent indifference curve. Okay, why? Because why indifference? Meaning of indifference means that consumer is indifference between all the bundle that is present on this curve. Okay, that's why it is called also indifference, right? Now now you understand what is indifference curve. So we have to draw the indifference curve for the John and Smith. Okay, so to draw it, first let me take the tools. Okay, so here we have, so they have mentioned here that uh, okay, row constant. So I'm representing row constant with R, and second one hockey games. So I'm representing hockey game with H. Okay, so this is the commodity. Now we want to draw indifference curve first for John. So if you see, they both consume positive quantity. Okay, if you see here, they have mentioned that they first thing they both like the hockey and rock concept. Okay, so if they like, what it really means that if they like, which means that the indifference curve should be convex. Okay, and so from there you know that convex means that uh, okay, it should be convex. Now we know that this is convex. So how do we differentiate between John and Smith in difference curve? Because here another information they have provided about that Jones prefer hockey game to rock concert. That means Jones like hockey games, right? So if I draw, okay, so let me take the pen, not with this. Okay, so if I draw the curve like this, okay, so this curve, and let me draw another curve, it should be like that, some flatter, and this is kind of steeper. So this is flatter, and let me name it IC for, this is for John, and this is IC for Smith. So how? So actually, why this curve is steeper? Because John prefer more hockey game, which means that for for one or for one additional hockey game, he will ready to give up more quantity of rock concert, right? So that's why the slope of this indifference curve should be more as compared to Smith, because Smith like more raw concert, so he will not ready to give more raw concert to consume more or extra additional hockey games, right? So that's why the slope of indifference curve of Smith should be lesser than the slope of Jones. Okay, why? Because Jones prefer more hockey games. That's why the slope here is more. So let me write the, yeah, or second thing, margin rate of substitution. Here in the second part, you know that margin rate of substitution. So margin rate of substitution in the short you can call MRS. So MRS actually represent the slope of indifference curve. Okay, actually it is rate at which and it is actually rate at which the consumer is ready to give up are willing to give up some quantity to get another quantity of other good. Okay, so yes, so like here if we talk about MRS of Jones is higher than MRS of Smith. Why? Because here I have already explained you the slope of this indifference curve of Jones will be higher than the slope of indifference curve of Smith, right? And this is why here they have said you in the part B that use the margin rate of substitution concept to explain that two set of the curve are different from each other. So you can explain that yes, the MRS in the both curve would be different, and where is higher in which part. Okay, so John, right? So I hope this video explain you how to draw indifference curve and how margin rate of substitution related to indifference curve. If you have any doubt, you can comment.